Let's let it be known. There's no beef, okay? I may not like you, but there's no beef. Hi, welcome to my bubble where we do a little bit of adulting, a little bit of healing, and a little bit of creating. So, I want to start this new thing that I'm going to call Think Piece because you know how, well, if you're on Twitter, you know how everybody always got a think piece, and it's always like things are never just that simple. It's always like this means this, and this, and this means this, and this. Or like somebody would take a minuscule situation and like add 15 layers to it and have this long think piece. Like, babe, that's just how the dress was made, okay? Her cheeks were out. Like, get over it. It is what it is. You know, everything's always a think piece. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a think piece series. Twitter has 140 character, or what was it increased to? Like 270 or like 320, something like that. Whatever. Twitter has a character limit because we do not pay for Twitter around these parts. Twitter has a character limit, and these videos are gonna have a 15-minute time limit, starting from once we start, because you know intro doesn't count. But we're gonna try and keep them below 15 minutes. This think piece, we're gonna talk about friendships and like friendship requirements. Question: do y'all feel like you should have requirements for your friends, or like do you feel like there are requirements to your friendships? To me, the requirements are, like, me personally, my requirements are more or less the same as my boundaries, because like I require certain things from my friendships. I need my friends to show up a certain way for me, and I need to be able to show up a certain way in my friendships. So like, do you require, quote unquote, require certain things or like certain energies from your friendships? Because to me, my friendships are that deep. Like, you know how people be like, it's not like they're a family or they're just friends. Like, friendships are not that deep. To me, friendships are just another like relationship. I take my friendships too hard because, well, historically, because I have issue with family. But like, really, it's that has developed into people are just people. Like, my relationship with you though is what's important to me. People are just people. Father, sister, roommate, brother, like bestie. It doesn't matter. People are people. You don't get to treat me some type of way just because you're my father. You don't get to walk all over me. No, I'm not gonna curse you out for walking all over me simply because you're my bestie and it's okay. Like, no, I will curse my father out the same way I will allow my bestie space because you're my bestie. Like, people are just people, but the relationship that we have is that deep to me. Like, if I want you in my life and I want you in my circle, and I feel like you deserve to be in my circle, whole nother conversation, then it needs to be an equal give and take. Like, just because we don't have a romantic relationship, a relationship is still a relationship, you know? It's still give and take. It's still, we have to, like, I'm going to pour into you, you're going to pour into me. Particularly friendships. And it's very like, you're not asking too much, you're asking the wrong people. Because me, I need my friends to show up a certain way for me. And I don't ask for much. I've never really asked for much. But as I've gone through life, what little bit of life that I have gone, I've gone through a lot of life. But the life that I've gone through so far in this first quarter century, that's the right way to say that? Yeah. Quarter century crisis. Quarter life crisis. Yeah. In this first quarter of life, I've gone through a lot, and I've gone through different friendships. I've lost some friendships over nonsense. I've grown out of some friendships. I've cold turkey some friendships because they just had to go. Like, there has been different reasons that me and people are no longer in communication / friends. Speaking of which, let's put this out there. Well, let's let it be known. There's no beef, okay? I may not like you, but there's no beef. Like you're just not my type of people. You do you and I do me. But we can't be together, and there's no beef. We're different people. We're different energies. I don't want your energy around my energy. It's just that simple. And there have been different reasons for that. But yeah, so in the most recent friendships that I had to let go of / am in the process of letting go of is because, and like I have said in my recent video, well, not recent, they were really the first few videos when I moved in. The most recent friendships I had to let go of, or I was in the process of letting go of, is they didn't do anything to me. Nothing malicious was done. Like nothing weird happened. It was simply just outgrowing them, because there are certain things I want, certain things I expect to a degree, and they just were not able to do that. And as much as my circle was and is diverse in the sense of like, okay, I get this from this friendship, I get this from this friendship, I get this from this friendship, like, no, because that's what I have different friends for different things for. But I feel like you should be able to do, I don't ask for much, I ask for 3, maybe 4 things. I should be able to get that from each person, but still be able to be like, okay, these are my party friends, these are my school friends, these are my business friends. You get me? I need my friends to show up. If I call you a friend, not an associate, not somebody I know, like if you're one of my friends, I need you to show up a certain way for me. I need to be able to be vulnerable with you, and I need you to be vulnerable with me. Like, I'm not even the type to, I mean, I'm sensitive, but I'm not even the type to be constantly crying with each other, and we're crying at chick flicks, and like we're having a glass of wine on Wine Down Wednesday and just pouring our heart out. Like, I'm not even that type of bitch. But when I'm in my feelings about something, I need to be able to, no matter how small it is, because I'm a brat, so I be getting in my feelings about, like, not dumb things, but like dumb things sometimes. I need to be able to have a vulnerable conversation with you and not feel judged, or just not feel like you're not listening to me, or that you're only listening to me so that we can go, once I get it off my chest, we can go and have fun. Like, no, I need you to receive my vulnerability, and I need you to be vulnerable with me, because otherwise I'm going to feel like either we're not really friends, or like eventually it's going to feel like I'm telling you too much and you're not giving back. Like, it's just, it needs to be, I need reciprocity in that way. I just do. 2, that was first. That's not a private, like, that's not, these are not in order, but like vulnerability was one of the reasons I had to let go, or I made the decision to let go of a friend that I literally expected her to be a god kid to my future children. But like, there's no vulnerability there, and I need it. 2, more importantly, I need you to show up for me. Don't just talk my head off about, oh, I love you and you're my sis and it's, we locked in, very that, like, don't be that person, I got you, and you listen to me and you give me advice on whatever other issues I'm having, or whatever, however else I feel about XYZ friend, or XYZ situation at work, or XYZ situation at school, but then not show up for me on my birthday. I have 5 friends max. Well, I used to, because I have way less than that now, because people don't show up for me. But out of my 5 friends, I have 5 friends. I'm talking to you for months, literally months, about my birthday plans. We're piecing it together. Why come my birthday, you're not at the function, you're not at the plans? Because you don't have the money for it? Why don't you have the money for it? Have I been talking to myself for months? Like, why aren't you able to show up for me? Because I show up to everything that people ask me to be part of. I'm at every birthday. I'm at every function. You want me to come to your house? I'm at your house. You want to take a trip? I'm game. Like, all I ask you to do is show up for me on my birthday. All I ask you to do is show up to a dinner that I have. And you can't do that. But every time you want to go out on the weekend, I'm there. Every time you want to do this, and this, I'm there. I need people that show up for me. Because otherwise, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? 3rd thing I require requirement, non-negotiable, honesty. I, bro, I know you hear this a lot, but there's no reason to lie to me. I don't judge. I'm cool with whatever. We can talk out absolutely anything. Do not lie to me. I do not take kindly to it, and I do not appreciate it. Do not lie to me, okay? Even if it's going to hurt my feelings, again, I would rather, or it's going to make me feel some type of way, tell me, let me have my emotional moment, and then I will calm-headedly come back to you, and we'll figure out how we can meet in the middle. Do not lie to me, okay? Because if you're lying to me, then like sub-bullet, I just feel like if you can't be honest to me, how am I gonna know that you're loyal to me? And loyalty is a big deal. Like, that's not just a word, like, to me. The same way, like, again, people are just people. So family is supposed to be loyal to a certain degree. It's the same thing for friends. Like, don't be loyal to me just because we have the same bloodline. Like, I don't give a fuck that we have the same bloodline. That doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care. I had no choice in that. But you have a choice whether or not to be loyal to me. You have a choice whether or not you're honest with me. And unless I'm constantly snapping at you or constantly deliver you judgment, which I don't, because for the most part I don't care that much, and or if I care about you, I'm going to deliver it in a way that's like, not judgment, but I'm going to deliver whatever my opinion is or whatever my perspective is, how I see it, which will be constructive to you, because as your friend, I want the best for you. Again, honesty. I'm going to tell you the truth, but do what you do. Loyalty. If you cannot be honest with me, I know that you're not going to be loyal to me. Those go hand in hand to me. So I require all three things. My friendships, I require vulnerability in my friendships, because I just do. From this moment forward, am no longer the strong friend. I'm not the friend that you can come to because I always got my head on straight. I'm not the strong friend that's like gonna give you the advice that you need, gonna give you the pep talk that you need. I'm not the strong friend that's going to that wears everything well. I'm not that person anymore. Okay. I am a softie. I am a lover girl at heart. I'm an R&B girly, for God's sake. Like, I'm a big ass softie. Like, I have no time. I require vulnerability, period. I require for you to show up for me, because how do we have a friendship if you don't show up for me? And I require honesty. I require honesty, point blank, period. Because we can always party. I'm always down for a good time. We can always party. We can always go out. You want to have a trip and you want to have a girls trip and you want to invite people that's going to be lit, sign me up. You want to just go out for your birthday and you want to invite people that you know is going to be lit, cool. It's homecoming weekend and you're like, damn, everybody pull up, call me, I'm game. We can always party, but as my friend, I need to be able to vent to you. If I can't vent to you, we're not friends, for real. Let's just keep it a buck. Like, we're not friends. And I will vent to you if I feel safe to be vulnerable. And I feel like I can be vulnerable, because you will be vulnerable back. If you show up for me, because, again, if you don't even show up for me, what am I venting to you for, telling you about all my business for? And again, even though I'm venting to you and I'm emotional about it in one way or the other, I need you to be honest with me. Keep me level-headed. I'm not level-headed all the time. Be honest with me. Give me the full picture that I might not be seeing. Honesty. Because I know with that, you'll be loyal to me to some degree. Like, I'm not putting it in the best words, but if you know, you know. So yeah, I feel like you should have requirements for your friendships, because that's like having standards. And if you know me, you know I have standards, okay? And if you don't meet those requirements, I put that boundary up and I place you accordingly in my life. That's it. Not that, again, there's no beef. It's not that we're not cool. You just you're compartmentalized in the section of my life where you belong. Simple. So yeah, that's the first think piece. Tell me in the comments, do you require certain things or require certain energies from your friends? Let me know. If you made it to the end of the video and you don't know me, hi. My name's Naori. Stick around, you love it here. Duh. Embrace being a star. Subscribe. Follow my socials. Posting twice a week. I got some stuff coming. I don't know if this is going up before or after the party. Probably after. Go watch the Gatsby party. See how I have fun. Go watch all my videos, to be honest, because I'm a great time. And you're going to love it here, like I said. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I'd rather be smoking.